this is a place where of exchange ideas. We'd like to hear your thoughts and views and opinions, and let's have this, cross-pollination of ideas.
The most interesting thing today is my network is going to grow.
I was so happy when the mic was going around and people were saying one of the things I want to do today is to network and connect with one another, make friends. That's really critical for the journey ahead. Why is it important to have young people work together, network with one another, and hold each other accountable? Because a lot of times we complain about some of the people that hold public office. But then, do they have people who hold them to account? Do they have people who remind them why they are on that path in the first place? One of the missions of many of us here is to network. Please make sure you get as many contacts, email addresses, and get to speak to at least 5-10 people before you leave this space. We are pro equity, equality, and of course representation of young people in all the spaces where young people's voices get to be heard.
We in this room are a representation of what young people are doing out there. That young people are not just sitting somewhere, young people are not just in the waiting room, young people are out doing marvelous and really magnificent work. We are here because we are concerned about youth organizing. It's the reason why Youth Congress is taking this step. We've realized as a Youth Congress for the time that we've been in existence that the single most serious challenge that we have as a constituency and as a country is youth organizing. And nothing can be more important than organizing if Kenyan youth want to realize their freedoms, their rights, and also progress. And that's why the Youth Congress started this initiative to establish youth leagues in all the 47 counties. The world today is being shaped by youth. Young people are beginning to take the center stage, are beginning to take leadership roles. As a country, and as we reflect about the history, the present, but also the future, I think it's very, very important that we look at youth, yes, in terms of our numbers, but also in terms of our energies and our talents, but also as solution providers. And so we need to see how we can use our numbers, we can organize our numbers to make progress as a constituency. What we hope to do by setting up these youth leagues is to strengthen youth voice and collective action. I also want to advise us as young people that we should not sit back. Youth Congress is encouraging us through our initiative, the youth leagues, that we must also take action. That these challenges are not challenges that will be solved by other people. They are challenges that can be solved and will be solved by ourselves. The youth leagues that we are organizing are going to look beyond gender, political inclinations, faith, ethnicity. So we are born together by the ideology that we share. We should not look at our initiative as a small initiative. We must see ourselves as people with a vision and people who can conquer.
What we need to think about is what is the basis for constructing a philosophy of youth leadership? And what are some of the critical contestations that would then enjoin and enlist your participation and engagement? We will have succeeded if we changed the tenor of conversation in the country about the really, really important things. As we get into this conversation about the youth space, the building bridges is important. I think one of the things we have to understand is where do we want to be as a country, but most fundamentally, for the majority of citizens who are in your age demographic, things are much harder. And therefore, you guys have to be much more clear-eyed and much more skeptical about political narratives and political formulaic solutions that are not going to solve intractable institutional problems.